Hey guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered Gamer card game review. Today's game up on the tip-off is called Gyrating Hamsters. Gyrating Hamsters is for 2 to 5 players, takes about 25 to 30 minutes to play the game, and it's for ages 13 and up. In the game Gyrating Hamsters, you're going to be playing as, I don't know what you want to call it, the hamster leader, and you're trying to place clan hamsters down the board. If you can place up to 9 of the same color or 15 individual hamsters down on your clan area, you win the game. However, when you play hamster cards, certain things might happen, especially if you get pairs of them or multitudes of them, as well as playing action cards that can affect the hamsters on the field. If you can get all those hamsters on the board though, without your opponent stopping you, you're going to be the winner of the game. Alright, let me go into the game. So here are the contents for Gyrating Hamsters. As you can see, there's the base game here, as well as the unadopted version here, or the unrated 18 and up version over here. In the game, you're going to be getting 2 sets of die, blue and red die, 4 of each, as well as a big deck of Gyrating Hamsters. In the deck, you're going to be getting cards like the clan hamsters here, or action cards, along with the Gyrating wild hamster, and finally, there's also chaos cards you can get. Also, every single player is going to get one of these cards here. This is a card that you're going to be getting to show you how to play the game. It's a very simple thing. It just tells you the ways in which your turn is going to be progressed throughout the game. Nevertheless though, deck of cards, dice, and box. Okay, so to begin the game, it's very, very simple. First of all, you're going to get 8 cards from the deck of cards here. You're just going to take this deck and deal out 8 to every single player, along with giving everybody a player reference card, which will tell you how to play the turns of the game. You put the dice on the side of the area where you can play for fighting, as well as everybody's going to put down 3 clan hamsters onto the table. Those 3 cards are going to be just set there before the game even starts. Then you're going to simply draw 2 cards from the deck. After you draw your 2 cards, the first player draws 2 cards, then he's going to play 1 clan hamster of his choice onto the board, as well as playing any 1 additional card onto the table as well. If a player were to ever have to draw a chaos card, at that point they're going to have to do whatever it says instantaneously. It doesn't count as a card draw or anything, it's just played instantly, and whatever happens, happens, and turns will continue. In the game, there's a plethora of different styles of hamsters as well as colors. First, you're going to be getting different colored hamsters. They're just clan hamsters, like this hipster hamster here. He's a green guy. You can just put him down and he counts towards green value. Also, you're going to have these action hamsters. When you play them, you're going to tell you what to do. It says draw an extra card per turn when you have at least 2 of these guys. Gyrating hamsters are wild, which can also be used to discard this card and steal 1 hamster of your choice on the field or anybody's tableau, as well as a player character hamster like Hercules over here, which lets you protect 2 of your hamsters from being removed from the board. Another thing here is an action card you can play as your secondary play, and this says here choose a card from another player's horde and have them discard that card. Finally, you're going to be getting chaos cards like this Battle Royale card. Whenever you draw these cards, you have to play them immediately. It says all players choose 1 horde hamster and then roll a die for a winner take all battle. So kind of like a Battle Royale style. After you've gone ahead and placed your card, as well as playing any additional card you want, then you're going to pass turn and the next player's turn will begin. Now, when you play cards, if at any point you have 9 hamsters on the board, they're the exact same clan, or if you have 15 hamsters of any type, then you're going to win the game. Let me show you a couple turns of play. So I've set up a 3-player game of Gyrating Hamsters. Everybody has their 8 cards here in hand, ready to go, as well as one of their player aids for each and every player. I've set the deck here and the die over here you'll be using during the battle section of your turn. First, everybody is going to go ahead and look through their hand and choose 3 hamsters to set on the field. You can choose any 3 you'd like and just put them there. If they have any clan abilities and you have duplicates of them, you can put them together as well. But for this instance, I don't know if we're going to have any or not. We'll see. If you draw a Battle Royale card or a Chaos card, it's going to go back into the deck and you're going to shuffle it and you're going to draw a new card. Then the first player is going to begin. So this player here can be the first player. He's going to draw 2 cards into his hand. And if there's any chaos cards, it's played immediately. After that, he's going to be able to play any card he wants into his tableau, any single clan hamster, so it can't be any special cards, no actions, no character cards. So what does he got? He's got Heartless, Hangry. He's got 2 Heartless hamsters. That's pretty good. As well as a Hangry. So we'll put Hangry here. And we will put, the next card can be any card you want. And so he'll go ahead and put another Heartless hamster down. Bam, so now he's got 4. If he has 9, he's going to win the game. After he's done there, it's the next player's turn. They get to draw their 2. Oh, no, before that happens, sorry. He's going to be able to fight. Now, he can choose 2 types of battling. On this thing, it tells you the battle types. You've got solo battles as well, like which are 1 versus 1 battles, or you have clan battles. If he wants to do a solo battle, he simply chooses 1 of his hamsters and then any of the other hamsters from the opponent's tableau and battles by rolling a die. Whoever has the highest number is the winner. However, if he wants, he can do a clan battle too. too. So he's got 5 red hamsters here, and he can actually fight these 2 red hamsters here with his clan battle. Now, unfortunately, he can only have up to 4 die, so he's going to take his 4. His opponent will take 2 die, and you're going to simply roll them. Whoever has the highest number is the winner here. Oh, 5. So 5 would win, and in this case, both red hamsters is going to go over to him. He's got another haunting hamster over here, and a hangry hamster. Whenever you have 3 of the same type of hamster, they become protected and they can't be removed from the game except by some certain things like chaos cards. But if you have 4 of them, then nothing can lock them away. They're always going to be there for you and they'll be frozen forever. He's got his 7 hamsters right here, which is great for red. Now he's going to have to pass a turn, though. It's the next player's turn. Simply drawing 2 cards from the deck here. Perfect. And then he's going to play a card, so maybe he'll play this purple one right here, Hot Sauce. If he plays 2 of these, he gets to roll an extra die per battle. And now he can play in any card he wants. This is an action card here. This one says play this at any time to stop a battle between hamsters. He's got 2 gyrating. Maybe he'll play this gyrating hamster here as a wild. However, he could, if he wants to, discard this card and steal any card on the field. Now, these are locked, so he can't take those, but he could certainly take a haunting hamster, which is, I think, what he'll do, because that will stop his opponent from being able to draw an extra card per turn. After he's played his 2 cards, he can choose to battle if he wants, and he'll probably do a 1v1 battle, so he'll choose the haunting hamster with his. Hopefully he'll be able to get both of them. So they roll, and 2 5s, so they'll go ahead and roll again. And a 5 and a 3, so he's going to win. He gets the haunting hamster. That's awesome. And the battling phase for him is done, and the next player is going to get to go. Draw his 2 cards from the deck, and choose to put some down. He's got a hives hamster he can put down, and put a hazardous hamster. And then he's going to get to choose his battling as well. So he can choose, he can't really do a clan battle. He's got too many mixes of colors here. He definitely won't win a red clan battle. And this guy's still currently in the league because he has 5 of the same color. So he'll go ahead and battle the hazardous hamster. So he can try and get a duplicate pair. They'll roll 6 and a 4. So he's going to take away the hazardous hamster to his side. After that, he's going to pass, and play would continue going around in a clockwise fashion. Like I said before, if one player gets up to 9 of the same color or 15 of any type of hamster onto the field, they're the winners. Let me go ahead and show you a couple other random cards in here. So you have a Battle Royale as a chaos card. If this ever gets drawn, all players choose 1 horde hamster to roll die for a Battle Royale style thing. You got Hurricane, shuffle all horde hamsters together, and then deal them all out, which is pretty cool as well. Different action cards, choose a player to skip their next turn, then play an additional card. And then as well as character hamsters here too, like Harriet and Hades. Harriet says when you play her, search and free 2 cards from the entire discard pile, and then place them in your hand. And Hades says all other players must discard 2 hamsters from their horde. So this is a really scary card as well. But those are the main idea of the different types of cards in the game and how you play the game, Gyrating Hamsters. Okay, so a couple caveats now. First thing I said was 15. I meant 16 cards in a horde. Once you get 16, then you're the winner, not 15. Also, whenever you're playing Gyrating Hamsters, these guys are basically wild cards. They can't be affected or battled against or use any action cards or even chaos cards. They stay on your field and they can count towards any hamster. They don't count towards your 9 limit, but they do count towards your 16 limit. So just be aware of that. Also, when you have exchange actions affecting these guys here, your little battle hamsters or attack hamsters, you can actually put them into your hand so that we can use them later for later use. Also to note that you can never attack on the first round of play. I showed you an attack round on the first round of play so you get an idea, so I'd have to go through it twice. But in general, do not attack on your first round of play. You can't do that. Otherwise though, that's the basic idea of Gyrating Hamsters. Let me tell you how I think about it. Alright, so what do I think about Gyrating Hamsters? Well, the first thing that came to mind when I saw the game is Exploding Kittens. This plays nothing like that and doesn't share any similarities other than maybe a similarity in the name of the game. Nevertheless though, it is a collection-based game, and it is the collection-based game as well as a little bit of a take-that-based game. You're going to be playing hamsters back and forth, fighting each other, throwing cards down, all that craziness. There's a little bit of luck, a little bit of strategy, a little bit of chance, all that kind of woven into a simple party-style game. You can play with up to 5 players, but if you add an extra version of the game, you can play up to 10 players. Not only that, but there is an unrated version of the game, which is pretty cool as well. However, it is a little more risque, dark humor style. It's not too bad. I'm not going to show you any of the card names, but they range from things like hemorrhaging hamster, hemorrhoids hamster, homicidal, headless, hairy. You get the idea. Nevertheless, though, the game's really fun. I very much do enjoy this game, and as far as fun goes when it comes to party games, this is definitely one of those games I would put next to Exploding Kittens, because I do really, really enjoy these style games. It's great for playing with families if you're going to be playing with the basic version of the game, or if you want to have the little extra darkness added to the game, you can play with this version here as well. Nevertheless, either of them both work the same. They have the same type of rules, and they function just as well. I like the fact that you don't have to, you can't attack on the first round, so it gives you a little bit of build-up time, but it also stops players from taking what's yours, as well as the ability to play the action cards and gyrating hamster cards. Stealing cards from your opponents is really fun, and the attack action is pretty much the only I guess, chance of being in the game other than just simply drawing the cards, in which you're going to be rolling these dice here to take them. Can be kind of irritating at times with the amount of chance involved in the game when it comes to that, but usually it kind of works out, and it does. I always seem it kind of like a flat line here, because when somebody's winning and you're playing with more than 2 players, everybody's going after that player to stop them from getting all the clan hamsters that they need to win the game. So everything kind of balances in that way. It doesn't have that Munchkin feel where it's always you're winning, and then everybody stomps on you. But it does have a similar feel of making sure the battlefield is kind of leveled out. Now, however, if you are in first place the entire game, you still can easily win just as well as any other player can, and the tides of battle can simply change on a whim, because there are these chaos cards, the battle royale and the hurricane card, and they're excellent. They're so much fun. I especially like it when I'm in last place and then these things pop it. It just gives you that extra chance to catch up just at that very end, just when you think you're going to lose. I also like the character hamsters. These things are my favorite in the game because they present a lot of power, and in the right hands they can do a ton of good for you. And the action cards. These things are super fun as well. I like the fact that you can make players skip a turn in this game. Generally, I hate skipping turns in games because this is such a fast game. It plays so quickly, I don't mind it so much. However, I probably would detest this card if I played with more than 5 players, so just be aware that I probably would take out those skip a turn cards in a larger player game, although there's not very many of those cards in the game. I think maybe even just 2 in the entire deck. There's also a ton of different hamsters, and they all have a bunch of different quality artwork. They're fun and engaging. I love the feel to it. I like the fact that all the different hamsters are really, it's really interesting. It's all of them start with an H. You have Hades hamster, Hibachi, Hercules, Hula, Harlequin, Homie, Gyrating. Gyrating is the only one that doesn't start with an H, but nevertheless, hamsters, super fun. Love the theme. It's definitely family friendly for the base version, and it's definitely a fun little simple game. Not a huge amount of strategy though, not a huge amount of luck either. It kind of fits that sweet spot. It's definitely I'm going to be keeping it on for parties, especially when it comes to family gatherings. I suggest you check it out. Alright guys, thanks for watching an Unfiltered Gamer card game review. If you like Gyrating Hamsters, you can go ahead and check out the game in the description below. We got a link for you. It's a fun little engaging card game. I really like these style games, so it's always fun. Not only that, but you can also check out unfilteredgamer.com. There are tons of blog posts, Kickstarters, giveaways, a huge Kickstarter list that displays all the different Kickstarter games currently going on this month, as well as our featured games. Also checking out our affiliated sites, everythingboardgames.com, The Giveaway Geek, and the Cardboard Stacker. Ferdinand, a buddy of mine, doing really well with his reviews, as well as all those giveaways from the other 2 sites. Definitely appreciate you guys watching this video. Please do subscribe. It does help out so much. Alright guys, that's all I got for this one. Look forward to seeing you next time.